Welcome to another studio vlog. In fact, the last studio vlog of the year. I can hardly believe it. My name's Sophie, if you're new here, and I run the small business Sophie in Somerset, which is a business based in the southwest of England. I am a traditional artist and I turn my art into stationery products such as prints, bookmarks, stickers, things like that. So welcome back. If you're one of my followers, thank you so much for watching today. I've got quite a lot to chat through, so this is the last one of the year. Last year vlogs and goals for the year and things like that. But before we started, I want to try out, I've got a lovely order to pack from Steve, a guy named Steve, who bought off my Etsy channel, and he bought 5 of this postcard print, and he's actually sold me out. So this is the last of these postcard prints, and I'm not planning on restocking them. So thank you so much, Steve. So it is this postcard print here. So it's a painting that I did based on Van Gogh's Sunflowers. So it's acrylic background with gold leaf, and they are postcard prints. So it's just this postcards, I see it there, it's like a pale pink colour, and he's ordered 5 of them, so thank you very much. So I'm going to be packing up that order today, and I've got this new funky light. I'm sure you've probably seen a lot of these on social media and things. So it's a light and it's got like a phone holder here, so to get really good over the head stuff. So I'm going to try that out whilst I'm packaging this order, and then after that we can chat through a few things. I haven't entirely planned what I'm going to do in a studio vlog, but join me on kind of a few weeks in my life as a small business owner, and also mum to a small baby. I have a little boy who's 1 year old, so that's always fun, trying to juggle everything. So I hope you enjoy the studio vlog. So I just wanted to share with you an order that's just come in from Temu. Now I know this is a little controversial because Temu, I'm sure you've seen it advertised everywhere. It's a bit like Wish, one of those sites where everything is pretty cheap. There's loads of stuff on there. I say it's a bit controversial because recently I watched Deli's Designs video where some of her artwork was actually stolen, and one of the places where her artwork was being used by other people was Temu, and she reached out to them and they didn't get back to her. So I'd been wanting to order them from them for a while, and that did kind of make me hesitant about doing it. However, I'm also a small business on a tight budget, so disclaimer, I think they are good to buy from. Being aware it's cheap for a reason. The quality isn't always great, but sometimes it is, and I'm going to share with you a few bits that I've got for my small business, and I think it's good value for money. By the way, this is not sponsored, they're not gifted, this is me spending my own money, and yeah, they haven't told me what to say. But I think you should be wary when you order things with images on, that they may have, the images may be somebody else's and they may be using them inappropriately. So I would not endorse buying those things. So just be mindful when you order it, use your common sense, just be mindful that that can happen. But I just want to share with you the things that I ordered. So I want to sit down and plan out my goals for next year, the products that I want to make. But in starting to think about some things that I want to do, I know I want to bring in my love of reading and books more into my business. I want it to be more personal to me and my likes and things. So I definitely want to bring in some bookish items, so more kind of book related quotes and some more bookmarks and things like that. And key rings is something I want to do. Definitely want to do some key rings, and my goal is to maybe produce an enamel pin next year. But more about the goals in a minute. We're going to do those in a minute, but let me just show you the things that I bought. So I got these, I've got it wrote down here how much I paid. So these are acrylic bookmarks. So there's 15 and they were £4.23 for 15. So that's my hand. You can see how big they are. They're quite diddy, but they do come with these tassels and they are acrylic. So I thought that was a good buy. And thinking of bookmarks, I got bookmark packaging. How much was this? The bookmark packaging was £3.48 for 20. And they're these cardboard sleeves. I don't know if you can see, it's got that little slits, and you put the bookmark in here, and then you can pop a sticker on there. So I thought these were going to be really good for craft fairs. Talking of craft fairs, I actually did get some display stands from Temu, but I'm going to share that in my craft fair kind of video, where I'm going to vlog my next craft fair, and afterwards I'm going to go through all of my stands and things I've learned about craft fairs. So it's going to be a standalone video, so so watch out for that one. And then lastly, oh, I did get some stickers as well. Where's my stickers? Rummage around behind me. Yes. So I got some stickers as well. Thank you for your order. You might have seen me using that when I just packaged that up, that order. I think I put that on there. £1.68 for this whole roll. You can see how thick that is. So it was good, because before I was just using kind of duct tape on the envelope, which was good for keeping it closed, but obviously not that pretty. But I've got these pencil case as well, so lots of different colours, the kind of Hessian. And these were £2.47 for 5. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with these yet, but they're good. So yeah, so I've got lots of ideas for next year. I'm really, really excited about things I want to do and make. I had something else as well. I had like these card things for key rings. I'm not quite sure what I did with those. But they were £2.41. Those things that you could kind of put on jewellery. Anyhow, there is a craft market at Hestercombe House and Gardens this weekend. I'm going to go to with my parents, my husband and little man. So I'm going to try and vlog some of that for you, and I'm hoping I'm going to get some good ideas, and then we're going to come back, get my bullet journal open, and kind of get some ideas down about goals for next year, what we want to make, things like that. So come with me, and I might also start jotting down some ideas.
Hesticon was so much fun. I'm so glad I was able to get some clips. Hopefully you got across the, or I got across how magical it felt there. And actually it's one of my goals. We're going to talk about more about goals now. This is my goals section. But one of my goals is potentially next year, but if not next year, the following year, I'd love to have my own stall there. It was just so lovely, and I actually met one of the people that I follow on Instagram. The sticker sheets look a bit worse for wear because I've used some of the sticker sheets already, but it's West Country Designs, and these were some of the sticker sheets I bought. Her information's there at the bottom. Is it on focus? I'll tag her down below anyway. You can find her on Instagram, and yeah, so they're so beautiful, but you'll probably see them in my bullet journal because I'm going to give you a little glimpse into my bullet journal now because we're going to talk about goals now. I thought it'd be quite fun. I've seen other YouTubers do this and other artists, and we're going to make some goals now for next year. Have a quick recap on what I've achieved this year, look to next year, and then this time next year, so December 2024, we're going to play back this section of the video and we're going to see what happened. Did we achieve the goals that we set out to do? If we don't, that's absolutely fine, by the way. I'm not like sticking hard and fast to it because life happens, like life's unexpected, and that's what makes life beautiful. But I think it'll be interesting. Are our goals the same? Did it change partway through the year? Why did it change? Did we go on a whole different path? Who knows? I didn't think this time last year that I'd be sitting here making a YouTube video. I made my first YouTube video in January this year. So sorry, my camera cut out partway through. Yeah, so in January it'll be a whole year through YouTube, on YouTube. So it's all new. So let's just see where we get to. So I have been recording. By the way, I'm just recovering from a really bad cold, so that's why my voice is croaky. Please forgive me. But we're gonna look through. I've jotting down some ideas in my Rebel Jones bullet journal. I won't show you all of it because some of it is for personal goals as well. But let's have a look through, and we'll go through in sections. And yeah, let's make some plans for next year. Okay guys, let's jump into it. I'm just going to give you a couple of examples of how I've been starting to set out my goals in here. I'm not going to show you too closely because there are some personal ones in here, but this is the main setup I've got. I've kind of got three main areas for my goals. I've used kind of like stickers from Catnip and Prince by Millie to make it look all cute. And then what I did this 2014 kind of goals here, but this is more kind of the essence of what I want my business to be, because I want to be more intentional with my business next year. I think that's the most thing. This year was just taking a leap of faith, just starting the YouTube channel, starting my Etsy shop, starting to get my artwork out there, doing my first craft fair. But now I've done all those firsts, I really want to be more intentional in the art that I'm making, the message I'm putting out there, and my purpose behind everything. I really want to have an intention behind everything I do and everything I create. So that was more getting a flavour of what I want that to look like. And then I also have kind of like some brain dump pages. So I've got, this is one of my printable to-do lists that is available on my Etsy store. My lovely friend Bev from Virginia recently purchased one of me. Thank you, Bev. I'm going to tag her down below because she has an awesome YouTube channel that I've been binging lately. So this is one of my to-do lists. I've been jotting down things for things that I want to crack on with in the new year, in the coming year. I also have, where is it? A brain dump page. So I've done like a little wheelie bin and I jot down ideas when I have them. So this is just ways you can use your bullet journal. Okay, so let's jump into it. Quick review, what's happened this year? A lot's happened this year. January, I started my YouTube channel and I've consistently been putting out 2 videos per month here on YouTube. One's been a studio vlog and one's been something else, whether it's been a sketchbook tour, a travel vlog, a plan with me because I set my bullet journal on there, things like that. And there's something I really want to continue this coming year. And then in May, I set up my Etsy store. And then in, this month, November, I did my very first craft market. So those are the first that's been this year. And it's been a whirlwind, really. I've also become a mum this year, so that's changed. I've gone on leave from my day job. I am a dental nurse and treatment coordinator, so I'm now at home full time with little man, and my leave is due to go until May next year. So I still have a bit of time at home, still have a bit of time to work out whether or not this is going to work long term, because obviously this is the goal if you've been following me. My goal is to become a full-time artist and to stay at home with little man. That's the goal. So I have until May to work out whether or not this is going to work out. So let's jump in to my goals for next year. And again, we're going to look at this together in December of next year, December 2024, and see where we've got to. So in terms of products, what kind of things do I want to be looking at? So at the moment, I do bookmarks, I do prints, and I do stickers. I love stickers. I get excited whenever I see stickers, like those sticker sheets. I got really excited about those. And sticker sheets is something I want to start producing. At the moment, I do die cut vinyl stickers that I get outsourced. I don't have a Cricut or anything like that at home, and I'm not interested in kind of making that kind of investment. I know there's other like ones like portrait and silhouette that makes it a bit easier, because I think every time I watch a studio vlog with a Cricut, there's issues with it. But for my lifestyle, because this has obviously got to suit me as a full-time mum, I don't be faffing around making stickers. I have very little time. At the moment, little man has 2 naps a day, and I have my evenings and sometimes at the weekends, but I don't really like my stuff to take up in the weekends because I want to spend time with my husband and little boy. In the new year, I suspect he's going to be going down to 1 nap a day as he's getting older. So my time is going to be even more limited. And the whole point of this is that I want to be at home with him and spend time with him. So I know some comments on other videos, well-meaning obviously, was like, oh, you know, you could get a playpen and he can go in a playpen and play. No, I'm at home with him. I want to invest in him and spend time with him. That's the whole point of being a mum. So I'm not complaining, but it's a realistic thing I've got to think about. So I still want to outsource my stickers. At the moment, I am making sticker packs. I've talked about this previously on the vlog. I print stickers and I cut them out. And they're not vinyl stickers. They're just stickers for like our planners and bullet journals and things. All the stickers that I make in sticker packs, my goal is to turn all of those into sticker sheets. So the stickers that already exist in sticker packs, I am going to be planning on bringing out more sticker packs in the spring update. Already been getting ideas in my little bullet journal here. Eventually, I want to migrate them all to sticker sheets. Sticker sheets are my goal for all those stickers. And then I might have sticker packs, but they will be outsourced vinyl stickers later on. So that's one other goal. Second goal is I want to be making more bookmarks. We looked earlier at those acrylic bookmarks that I've got. So I want to be making those. I've also looked at some wooden bookmarks, and I want to get magnetic bookmarks. So I have a love of reading is something I want to bring into the shop. I want to bring more of my personality into the shop, things that I'm passionate about. Reading is one of those. So I want to bring more of those things. And then key rings. Key rings is something I really want to do. I've been looking at keyring blanks. So like those hotel kind of fob style ones, some round wooden ones that I could order in blanks and then put vinyl onto. But my main goal is to have an acrylic keyring manufactured, you know, so where it's all die cut. And yeah, that's one of my main goals for next year, to do an acrylic keyring. My ultimate goal though for next year is to launch my first enamel pin. Enamel pins and washi tape are the 2 products that I would love to offer my customers and my followers. So I don't think I'll get to washi tape next year, but I'm hoping I'll at least do my first enamel pin in the following year. This is all about the long game here. Will be enamel pins and washi tape and move more into that realm. We'll still have the stickers, we'll still have the bookmarks, we'll still have the prints. But I really want to build this more into a stationery small business. And then also thinking off the back of that into different niches. I've been open before, I'm a Christian. I'd love to have like a Bible journaling section of my shop. I don't want it all to be Bible journaling, but I do think that is one of my niches, and it's something I want to press into. And long term, I'd love to like have my small business at kind of Christian festivals. There's quite a few Christian festivals that are near me here in the southwest of England. We have Spring Harvest down in Minehead. New Wine is just coming back to my hometown. It used to be here for a long period of time, and then it moved up north, but now it's this coming year it's going to be back here in my hometown, which is amazing opportunity. I'm not going to make it, I'm going to be going to it, but I'm not going to have a stall this coming year because it's really expensive. Rightly so, because you're there for like pretty much a whole week, but my products just aren't there yet, but that's my goal. And also Davis Tent is a festival that started in the US. It's come over here, it's been over here for 10 years now in the UK. It was previously in West Sussex, but now it's moving to, I believe it's Wiltshire, literally only an hour from me, so I'm really lucky in that regard. So that's something I'd like to move into. And also bringing more advocacy to my work. So again, I'm very open about the fact that me and my husband welcomed our son home through adoption. So we went through a period of infertility before that. And it's something I want to speak about and raise awareness of, and potentially even those related products in that kind of advocacy range, give those money back to charities. So these are all the things that's come into my mind. Again, this year was more about just taking the first step and getting my art out there, and it was kind of like create art, any art, get it out there, just see what people think, test the waters, which is nothing wrong with that. But this year I really want to be more intentional with my art. So that's my big umbrella goal for this coming year. Be intentional with my art and kind of find my tribe, find my niche, and continue to explore my art style. So that's my main goal. Okay, let's now talk about some little goals and little wins that we can maybe get on that journey of that big umbrella goal. Okay, let's talk the Etsy shop. So I launched my Etsy shop in May this year, and I'm going to be completely transparent with the sales that I've got, because I think it's really important. I think when you're a small business starting out, you watch these other big YouTubers and artists who's been doing it for a number of years, and you can't help but compare yourself. You're thinking, why aren't I getting those sales? Although, side note, I'm looking at a lot of videos at the moment and people are saying that they're struggling. So it's not just you if you feel like that. But I'm going to be completely transparent with myself because I think it's really important. And equally, like I said all along, a large part of this video isn't just to create a nice online community and make new friends, which I have, and I really appreciate that. It's also be accountable to myself and to document my small business journey. So actually I want to document the sales that I've got, and I've recorded it here in my little bullet journal. I've got an Emily Harvey kind of overview printable that I've been recording my sales on this year since May. So I opened my shop in May, and that month I got 5 sales. Now I had to shut down my shop for 2 weeks in June because that's when our adoption went through, so we were unavailable. So I got no sales in June. I also didn't get any sales in July and August, but that's when little man first came home. I wasn't promoting anything online, wasn't really doing any updates or anything like that, so that's to be expected. I got 1 sale in September, 1 sale in October, and 7 sales in November, which is the month that we're in now. It's the 30th of November today. Now that's amazing, and that's realistically what my sales have been. And I you know, those months where I didn't get any sales, it was disappointing. I was, you know, creating these videos for you guys, and I wanted to be doing packing orders in them because you see everyone else packing orders. But I'm happy because I've made that step in selling my art and putting my art out there. But quite interestingly, how many of these sales were digital downloads? So I did 5 in May. Out of those 5, 1, 2, 3 of those were digital downloads. The ones in September, October were both physical products, and then this month we've had 2 digital downloads as well. So digital downloads is something that I want to look into creating more of. In my winter shop update, I went quite heavy on the digital downloads, and recently, last week, Nathalia, thank you Nathalia, was the first person to buy one of my colouring sheets off of the digital downloads on Etsy. So I think digital downloads, I've spoken before, is a really good way of creating products and it being a passive income. You create it once you upload it, and when those orders come in, because when the order pinged up on my phone and it was Natalia, I was like, oh great, I've got an Etsy order. I said to my husband, because we were sat in the living room, and I was like, my first thought was, great, I've got an Etsy order. When am I going to have time to pack it? It's the weekend. But I didn't have to, because it was a digital order. So as much as I want to be packaging orders on here for you, and I will still, you know, I've just talked about loads of physical products I want to come out with, having that passive income as well as a busy mum at home is great, because I didn't have to do anything with it. The Etsy, because you upload your PDF to Etsy, so they automatically sent that out to Natalia. I didn't have to do anything about it, and she got her project straight away, so it's great. So digital downloads is something I really want to look into doing more of next year. And I've been looking at other people, specifically, again, my friend Bev from America. I looked at her shop and I purchased a few things because she's got so many beautiful things. And she gave me the great idea. She has digital downloads where you can download and create your own stickers. So they have sticker sheets that you then print on your own sticker paper at home, and it's something that I had never considered that you could do before. So thank you, Bev. You have been my inspiration, and it's my brain now is ticking away. It's in my brain dump page in my my bullet journal here. There's something I want to think about doing next year. Again, more colouring sheets, again pressing into more about my faith, things specifically for Sunday schools and church activities and stuff like that. Obviously there's lots of Christian holidays throughout the year. The colouring sheet Nathalia's just brought was one of my Harvest Festival sheets. So it was Thanksgiving last weekend, so that's probably why. So Nathalia's actually in Canada, so it was my first Canadian purchase. So again, thank you very much, Natalia. It's great to know that my art's going all the way to Canada. So yeah, so I really want to look at digital downloads and Etsy in general. My goal is to be a star seller. I'd really like to reach that goal. And also my second main goal for Etsy is to have 100 active products on Etsy. Sorry, my voice is running out. You know, when you've just had a cold and it's like you can't get enough air. Currently I think I've reached about 50 now. I think I'm about halfway, because like I said, I pressed hard into digital downloads on my last update, and I also uploaded loads of different bundles. So if there was lots of different designs on my shop over different products, I put them into bundles where it was cheaper to buy them together than separately, because I thought that'd be good stocking fillers for people. So my winter update, I did upload a lot of products to my shop. But I really want to get up to 100, because doing my research, so in my first month I sold 5 products, which has been my best. So the reason I've done so many this month, 7, is because 4 of those came from the craft fair that I did. So actually I've only sold 3 on Etsy and 4 physically. But my best month was May, which was my first month, and they push you hard on your first month. They help promote you, which is great because it's your first kind of month on there. They want you to do well. But a lot of people, and the research that I've been doing, a lot of people have said, and the research I've been doing have said that once you reach 100 kind of active products on Etsy, the algorithm loves it and really pushes yourself. And a lot of people have said that's why they've seen the switch in their business when they've reached 100 active products. Now that is a lot, which is why I think having digital downloads will help to get to that level, because obviously that would be a lot of stock to be holding. But next year I also want to be doing more craft fairs. It's not something I'm going to be talking about much in this video because I'm doing a separate craft fair video. But I will be having more stock, but I don't want to have that much stock. Does that make sense? So yes, so ones for Etsy is carry on with Etsy first of all. Although Etsy does have a lot of fees and it is expensive, and it takes obviously the upload fees and the charges they take on purchasing. I'm not ready to have my own website. That is a goal. That is another goal, to have my own website. I don't think it's going to happen by the end of next year. I think that's going to be a 2025 goal, because I need to have be able to guarantee that I'm going to drive traffic to that site, because obviously you're going to be paying out site fees on that as well. So for now I'm going to stick with Etsy. and then we're going to look at doing my own website maybe the year after, because if I do craft fairs next year, which is what I aim to do, I aim to try and do quite a few of those, and I'm generating sales that way. If I know I can guarantee I'm going to be driving traffic to that site, it's something I can look at. We've got to be sensible about these things. As much as I want to let my creative brain take over and get really excited and just go into things full force, actually this is money I'm spending. This is, you know, we had to use some of our savings to set up this. I used all of my birthday money to produce products this year. And that's money we could be spending on nicer things at home. There's no getting around that. And again, when I'm thinking about whether or not I'm going to go back to work next year, we've got to be sensible about these things. So, and I want this, again, I'm playing the long game with this. I want it to be sustainable. I don't want to be burnt out. I don't want to be in debt. So we've got to be sensible about these things. So those are my goals for Etsy. So we've covered Etsy. We want to be star seller. We want to have 100 active listings. We want to carry on with digital downloads. We've covered YouTube. We want to be still doing 2 videos a month, 1 studio vlog and 1 something else, whatever kind of fancies at the time, and whatever's going on in my life. And we talked about products, so we want to be carrying on with the stickers, the bookmarks, the prints. Want to be introducing key rings and enamel pins and long-term washi tape. We talked about everything having purpose, so talking about kind of pushing into the things that make me tick and make me me. So, you know, looking at kind of book lover and book kind of related and reading related products. Maybe looking at something for mums, because I am a mum myself now, so something mum related. So I think Mother's Day is going to be a big time for me next year. I'm thinking of doing my spring update around then, so around Mother's Day, Easter time. So we're kind of having mother inspired products. Probably the physical products would be more mother inspired, and the digital downloads will obviously be Easter for churches and Sunday schools. And I want to push into advocacy, so talking about adoption, talking about infertility, things like that. Again, everything that's personal to me and personal to kind of what, like I said, what makes me me, what makes me unique, because I think there's no get away from it. YouTube's flooded, Instagram's flooded, Etsy's flooded with stationery shops, with sticker shops, with kawaii inspired kind of products. So it is harder to stand out, and I think it's really important that you don't just create products because that's what the masses want, that you keep being authentically you. And excuse me, that's also what I really want to keep at the heart going into the next year. It's very easy when you look at sales to think what's going to sell, but equally I really want to be choosing everything because it's personal to me, because I enjoy creating what I create. Yes, in the back of your mind you're thinking, oh, does this have an audience? But actually, if it matters to me, I'm sure it matters to somebody else as well. And I just want to continue to be authentic, and true to myself and true to my own art style. And art style is something that I'm still experimenting with. I did a whole video right at the start of this year about finding my art style, and it's something I'm still learning, what I want to create, what I feel happy creating, what looks good on products as well, because not everything is translatable. So that brings me into something we're going to do together now at the end of this video, because I think I've summed up most of my goals. Those were my main goals. One thing I didn't mention though, it is related to wanting to bring more of my faith into my art. I don't know if you watched one of my studio vlogs back in the summer, I can't remember what month it was now, maybe May. I went on a mixed media workshop with a lady called Jenna. I will link her in the description because I really want you to check out her YouTube channel, because it is an incredible YouTube channel. She is a mixed media artist and we did some mixed media work. But recently she did a YouTube video on creating a prayer zine. Now zines are something I have been thinking about creating for a while, because as you know, and as I've spoken about before, making products that are easy to post is very important to me. Again, with my lifestyle, with being a mum to a small baby, I don't have time to be going to the post office regularly. I need products that I can easily just post in my local post box. That are flat, that are not going to cost much on postage. I can't be doing with faffing with all that stuff. I just don't have time. So zines are perfect for that. So if you don't know what a zine is, it comes from the word magazine. It is traditionally a small little booklet, like literally about this size. And sometimes they can have illustrations in them or just words. And she did a prayer zine, so it had scripture on each page. It's quite meditative to look through, and she also does it as part of her prayer life. And I found that really, really inspiring. And now she has just started, so it is the 30th of November today, so tomorrow is 1st of December, and we are starting an Advent mixed media kind of, what would you call it? Kind of, well, it's mixed media during Advent, so season. Let's call it a season. I'm going to link her down below. Please go over her channel and watch the video where she explains it all, because she explains it all much better than I'm going to, making a hash out of trying to do it. So basically, there's these list of prompts, words. I don't think they're from her. I think they're from another site, but she does put that in her description. And they are kind of prompts of words to be thinking about during this Advent season. And then she is creating little mixed media pieces on gift tags. My little man has just woken up, so I'm going to do this very, very quickly and end this section of the vlog. So little tags, and then together we're going to make a little book. Reflecting over the Advent season. So zines is something I'm going to be looking into next year. I'm wrapping it up very rapidly. I don't know if you can hear him crying. So we're going to get into the Advent season. Tonight we are going to a light festival here near us at a place called Stour Head. If you watch the Pride and Prejudice film with Keira Knightley, it is the scene where they're on the bridge. That's where it's filmed. It's very, very pretty. It's going to get us into the festive spirit. So I'm going to film some clips there. Then we're going to do this first day of the mixed media session together, and then we're going to wrap up this video and wrap up this year on YouTube. Thank you for watching those goals with me. Again, we'll watch them together in December next year, but let's jump into some Advent seasonal stuff, and I'm going to go and get the baby.
Figures dancing gracefully across my memory. So that's it for this studio vlog and this year. That's the last studio vlog of the year. I actually done my first studio vlog in January of this year, so the next studio vlog will kind of be like a 1-year anniversary, so we'll have to think of something fun to do for that. So if you enjoyed this vlog, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. There's one more video to come out this year, which is a video just about my Christmas market. It was my most successful market yet. Incredible market, which means that I have now got a good amount of money to start the new year with and create some new products. I've got lots of things in mind, so I think this next studio vlog is going to be a very exciting one. So yes, I'm going to love you and leave you now. I hope you have a lovely Christmas and New Year, whatever you're doing. And if you could take the time, just remember the reason for the season. Even if you're not a Christian like myself, it's not about all the commercial stuff. I'm saying that as a small business owner. It's about what's the saying? It's about the people around the tree, not the gifts under the tree. The first Christmas was a very simple Christmas. It was just a baby in a stable in Bethlehem. So if your Christmas is a simple one, there's nothing wrong with that. Also, just remember, this time of year can be incredibly difficult for people. This will be our first Christmas with our little boy. For many years, it was a very painful time of year for a couple who longed for a baby. So I'm aware this time of year is difficult for those who have lost loved ones, those who yearn for something greater than just a gift under the tree. So just be kind to yourself, be kind to others. Yeah, I'm going to stop rambling on. Have a lovely Christmas and New Year, and I will see you in the next one. God bless. Love you. Bye.